everybody, it's Chris at Dean's Creek Ranch. Well, Casey found a box blade on Craigslist and there it is. So finally I can start tending to my own driveway, because out here the driveway is dirt and rock, and over time and weather and rain it gets all these potholes and it just becomes kind of a bear to get in and out of the house. And so we wanted to find the right box blade for the right price, and we did finally do it. So this thing's 5 feet, and how it works is simply this. These rippers, or scarifers, these teeth, they're flipped upside down right now, but when I get it out of the truck I should say, I'll go ahead and set it up. It goes on the back of the 3-point hitch of the tractor, and I'm going to use the tractor and a chain to lift this thing out of there, because I can't lift this thing out of here. Me and the other guy barely were able to get it in the truck. That being said, you set the depth with these rippers and they go ahead and just chew up the road, and after you get it all nice and chewed up and the potholes kind of hammered out, I guess would be the best way to say it, then the blade of the box blade, if you will, right here, you go through and you kind of tilt it on the back of the 3-point hitch of the tractor and you just drag it smooth. Wish me luck. That's how I want the day to go, and we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you updated. But there's the box blade. I'm going to get it out with the good old John Deere. I'm going to hook a chain up to the front of the spikes there and just lift this thing out, and then we'll go from there. So I'll send you updates through the day. Okay, here goes nothing. You get it out. I'm not trying to swing and hit the tractor. Let that slow down. That works. Oh boy. Okay, all hooked up on the 3-point hitch. Now I'm just going to raise it and flip the scarifers over. Then we're going to go out to the road and take this thing for a spin. So just got to lift it up. Why not? There she goes. Give me plenty of working room. There, all the pins look good. Okay, I'll flip them around and get to work. Okay, I flipped the rippers around, and I decided to actually go with position 2 for my first run. And then you can see down there the teeth are just kind of below the lip of the blade. I know I'm going to have to get some angle set right, and you know, it's my first time dragging the driveway. I'd rather it take twice as long the first time just so I get to know what I'm doing versus making a mess. But I remember that when we had it done before, the guy was kind of learning as he would go, watching, and I saw that's weeded. So that's what I'm going to do too. So I'm going to go take this thing out of the road and see if the angles are right and everything, and get the box blade. Definitely need to get some Bluetooth earbuds. This is a noisy little affair. That's what we're doing. It's going to be a while. But the pass is going pretty good. Just getting a little farther inside on the road to kind of get the rippers in a different position. Then I'll go back the other direction and do the same thing. And then I'll start thinking about lowering the rippers down another notch so to get deep into the road. But it's breaking up nicely. So far, so good. Okay, that's 2 passes. One on the outside on each side, and then one a little bit in. Can't probably tell in the video, but I can tell just by walking on it, it's all loosened up. Now the one thing you do have to be careful with, and I I grabbed it on the second pass, is that culvert is pretty close to the bottom end of this driveway here. So I quickly just pull up the blade real quick, go over it, and then come back on through. Now I'm going to drop the rippers another notch, and this should really get in and start chewing this up. I'll do the same thing, 2 more passes, and this should loosen up nicely, and then I'll do an S-turn pass. And the S-turn pass, essentially, you know, anything that you possibly would have missed, you probably grab in the S-turn. And then I'll flip those rippers around, and then I'll start blading it back over. But this thing's working like a champ. This is exactly what I wanted it to do. So far so good. Time to lower the rippers a notch, and then 2 down, 2 back, and then S-turns. We'll see how it goes. Okay, all the diggers are up, as you can see, and I lengthened the top length there so I could get this thing, pretty much the blade of the box blade, nice and flat. So now it's time to groom the road that I've dug up, because towards the end, those scarifers really get into the soil pretty good. I went through a bunch of times, and the main potholes that got broken up, and so now I'm just going to skim it out, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. So there she is, nice and level. I do want to put, we'll see how it works out here, a little bit of an angle on the blade, but the road has got a pitch to it already. So as long as I just say one side, the other side, I should have a nice crowned road. Should. We'll see how it goes. Well, that's 2 passes with the blade, and it's looking really good, really clean. Now I think the last thing I'm going to do is 1 more pass up and down, and what I'm going to do this time, see how there's like a box blade, there's a blade on the inside and a blade on the outside. So if I hit the box blade down like this, it's kind of like a scraper, just to really smooth it out and give it that nice clean look. So that's pretty much all I've got. Let me do 1 little pass. We're going to wrap this up and call this a finished job. You get the idea from here. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Box Blade 2021. What did we say at Deans Creek Ranch? See ya! Hot damn! That skim coat looks good. There she is. We're box blading. It's kicked up at a rear angle. Woo-wee! Like, subscribe, hit the notification button. What do we say, Deans Creek Ranch? See ya!